around and make it black, why do you think that you're going to get a different result? You're not going to get a different result. What's going to happen is, instead of you being the victim, you're going to turn around and be the oppressor. And do you remember in white history, listen, and even prior to Caucasian colonization of Africa, before the white man actually went out into the world to conquer dark people, he was using the same type of mentality on his own people. He put his own people, different Caucasians, in categories. And he used some of his own people as slaves and so forth and so forth. There is nothing good about racial supremacy at all, or these categories. Because when you put human beings in categories, the only result is going to be negative. The only result is going to be bad. There's nothing can be good. There's nothing good that can come out of it, brothers and sisters. So your first step and our first step in our development to that which is higher, we got to break the shackles of color. If you don't, your children will be doing the same thing that you're doing right now. One day, we gonna be free. One day, things will be better. One day, why should they be crying like that when you have the opportunity and now the creation is giving you the information and guiding you in the direction that you need to go in order to break this up once and for all, because there's something bigger than color that we have to deal with. Because really, we have not even become human yet. You call yourselves human beings, but yet we live on the level of beasts, because only animals and beasts could treat each other the way we treat one another. Human beings. But then, see, some people back in the day did not consider black people to be human. So they were justified in treating you the way they did, because you was nothing but, you was subhuman. You was an animal. So why would you turn around and do that to somebody else and carry on this wicked tradition? If it was evil for them, then it's evil for you and me. So we got to break this thing of color. Black this, black that, African this, African that. We got to begin to let that go, because we're becoming something new. And like the scriptures say, you're going to become something new, and the former thing shall pass away. A new heaven and a new earth. You got to let that go. That's part of the past. And past is not black. Past is not past is black and African. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? We will always remember the ancestors. We will always remember our past. But we're becoming something new. We are new. We are not our mothers and fathers. We are somebody new. Come from the same blood, the same flesh, but we're new. So now as a people, it's time for us to change. Because we are in this condition or this position that we find ourselves right now, this is going to be a gradual process. That of the past, we don't want to continue to pass that down to future generations. We must begin to erase that mindset, that mentality based strictly on this color thing. We must begin to eliminate that from our plate. We must begin to eat cleaner food, mental food. Well, physical food would help also, but we need to do that. Now, right now, we need to continue to shout black power. We need to continue to shout black independence. We must continue to fight for black liberation and independence, black nationalism. We must continue to do those things because of our condition right now. But as we gain our freedom, we don't want to, as we gain our freedom, we don't want to hold on to that which will make us slaves in a different form. Nor do we want to make slaves of anybody else. Otherwise, that is not progress. That is going backwards. That is staying in the past when we should be allowing the past to pass away. So no, maybe not in our lifetime. We will not see the absence of this color because it's really not that important. The oppressor made it important. So why are you going to make it important too? It's very funny that many of y'all who are so pro-black and you claim that you hate white people, but there's so much that the enemy has offered and so much that he does that you embrace and accept as your own. If you are a god, if you are a goddess, if you have superior intelligence, wisdom, and understanding, then why you got to use what the white man is done or doing, or what your forefathers done in the past? Create your own and do your own thing. And that's what I'm bringing here to the Realities Temple. We need to begin to think for ourselves and do our own thing, because I'm part of the new. I don't want to pass away. Not like that. This might be the conclusion, maybe one more video, but I want you to listen to me. And I thank you for sticking with me so far. This is the Realities Temple on earth. I don't deal with belief. I think. I want to know facts. You must show clear, convincing, and overwhelming evidence to back up what you're talking about. If you don't do that, then you're going to have problems in this house. And that's why many stop coming to this house, because I don't want to hear your I thinks and these weak opinions. I don't want to know. I already know about the symptoms. We know about the symptoms. We want to know about the cause. I already know about the tree. I want to know about the root. I want to know about the seed that caused the tree to come into being, where it comes from. And many of these people, they only concentrate on the symptoms, especially a lot of Caucasian people, because when you in this situation, whether we like it or not, the root of the problem is white supremacy. That's the root of it. And if you don't want to deal with the root, then the weed's still going to grow. But once you kill that root, then the weed will die. So those of you who are Caucasians or white people, and you claim that you got a problem with so-called black racism, if you destroy white supremacy, that which you call black racism will die, because it's nothing but a branch from that tree. It's nothing new. It comes from and is rooted in that tree. But see, you have a problem dealing with white supremacy, because white supremacy might mean you might be fighting your mother or your father, or simply because you fighting against somebody with skin like yours, with hair like yours, eye color like yours. But if you want things to get right, and even white people are sick of what white supremacy has caused all over the earth. White supremacy has caused exploitation of animals, the destruction of environment, the destruction of the earth itself. They are even sick of it. And when you see Caucasian people get mad and angry, they don't go marching in front of Jesse Jackson's house. They don't go marching in front of Al. They